What is a provider looking for? What is a millionaire? A provider that wants to cherish you, take care of you, buy you gifts, looking for in a woman. That's the topic of this. And let me start with a picture that you know what I mean with a provider. So let's say that you're just like living your best life and you still do whatever you want to do. You have your career, you have your hobbies, you have your life, but still you have this amazing man, whatever status he is, right? Like either dating, engaged, married, but you have this amazing man, masculine man that whenever you share that you have an issue, he will jump in and solve it for you. Whenever you share a desire, he will just simply want to make you happy. And for some women, it might be like, what? This is possible? How? How in the world is that possible? It is possible when you're the reciprocal of those kind of men. And we're going to talk about this in this video. And the second point is if you spot the right guys. Not every guy is capable of providing, and not every guy is a real provider. Some guys just mimic it to get something from you, like intimacy, other things. So we have to be careful here. All right. So excited about this topic. This is literally one of my favorite topics. And I feel like I'm running the course on Sunday for myself. Like, of course, I'm going to help you ladies. The Call Your Provider course is going live on Sunday, but it's just so exciting for me to do that. And as you see how I'm excited about my course, this is the number one trait a provider needs from you, that you are embodied and live in your pleasure. This is the number one trait. He doesn't need you to help him with anything, solve his career issues, solve his mental issues, solve his children's issues. He doesn't need you to be there for him. He doesn't, because a provider wants to give, and he needs you to be able to receive, but not just like, oh, thank you. Yeah, next. Like, you know how maybe you went to, have you had in your school time those games where you just like play with a ball with the group, and then the ball hits you and then you couldn't catch it and it just like drop off you? I was that girl. Like everybody would throw balls at me, I couldn't catch them, and they would just like drop off me. Actually, one time, that's not a related topic, but I have to say that we played with like a really huge ball, like those soft, but it was huge. And I was always very skinny and tiny. And one guy in my school, he threw the ball so much on me, I flew on the ground. That was funny. Okay, let's go back to the topic. Anyway, so are you receiving those, providing like the ball, like being thrown at you and then it just goes away? Or are you really receiving that, like really being happy, being able to enjoy that? And really receiving is only possible when you really tap into the enjoyment of the thing, no matter how little that is. If it's a chocolate, is it a little flower, no matter how little, but are you able to receive that? And I actually wasn't able to receive that because I wasn't embodied in my pleasure. I actually lived in my painful self. I would only do what I'm supposed to do, push through work, push through school, push through everything, push through dating, do whatever I was supposed to do as a good girl, good daughter, good student, good employee, and I was miserable. So of course, I was not a match for being provided for. So I really had to start tapping into being excited, being in pleasure, being in joy. And this is actually, although I am, always talking about dating relationships, I have many one-on-one clients who I helped having this pleasure also in their career, either being employed and having a pleasurable job, changing from pain to pleasure, either having a pleasurable business, And it's just a limiting belief that you can either be in pain and have money, either be in pain, work hard to have a guy. No, you get to be in pleasure. And actually, money and men want to be more with you if you are in pleasure. It's so true. The more I am in my own pleasure, the more I get love, money, and providing from everywhere, because it's magnetic. It's so magnetic, like honey is magnetic to bees. Like you in pleasure are magnetic to providers. You really are. And this is what they get. And they're like, I want this honey. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what it is. I feel so good around you. I want to be with you, and I'm going to provide for you. And so generally healthy men like to provide, your problems and your desires. And they do need something back. And that is your pleasure. So you have to really practice being in your pleasure, adding pleasurable things in your life. And it might sound like, for some women, very high achieving women like me, it's sounded like a waste of time. Like, why should I just like be in pleasure and do some fun things? That's something that little girls do. Yeah, but if you want to have a provider who provides everything you need while you get to be the woman in pleasure and just have fun, then then you get to learn that. Okay. And this is what a man needs. And it's so simple, and it's so it even makes your own life better, because you can enjoy your own life better. Okay. Join my course, Calling Your Provider. I am teaching you there what a healthy provider looks like, but also what he needs from you. But I'm not only teaching you there, we are going to make an exercise to really start embodying your feminine pleasure energy, to be in your honey, so that men providers just feel magnetized by you. Yeah. And additionally to that, we will have a module on boundaries and spotting providers versus predators, because once you step into pleasure, being full of life, full of pleasure, you will be magnetic to anything, to any kind of man, to providers, to predators, to rude people, to nice people. So you really have to be selective in that point. So we're gonna access that too, learn that too. Yeah. So yeah, the link's in the description box. Join my course, Calling Your Provider. We're going live on Sunday this week. Super excited to host that. No matter if you join or not, I'm excited. I'm in my pleasure doing that. You want to join the party and at the same time learn? Join today. And see you in the next video.